Last weekend, Romain Febvre tried.
Febvre, he gets down the inside, and he has made the move.
But was denied at his home GP at La Capelle, Marivel.
While Hurlin takes over the lead.
But the capacity crowd were delighted as Tom Viel triumphed in front of the French fans. With 6 rounds of the FIM Motocross World Championship left, we find ourselves here at Into Xanadu, Arroyo Molinos, at a track custom-made for the demands of MXGP, and which proved very popular with the riders and teams on debut last year. We're also within touching distance of the delights of the Spanish capital, a breathtaking melting pot of architecture, culture and cuisine, with few equals anywhere on the old continent. The stars of tomorrow have recharged their batteries and will be back in action in the European Junior e-Motocross Series, a fine warm-up for the main event, the MXGP of Spain.
Fernandez, Honda 114 Motorsports takes us for a lap around the circuit here in Spain. It's 114 metres to turn 1. We hit the Fox hole shot line on the exit and into 2 giant rollers. Turn 2 falls away on the exit as we drop downhill into the valley for the first time. Expect things to tighten up as we go through turn 3 and turn 4. As we exit turn 4, there'll be a wall of noise all the way around here with these brand new bleachers. Continue through the middle of the circuit as we step up through turn 6. There'll be a choice of lines. As always, this footage done on Saturday afternoon at the end of the first day of racing. Dropping down under the FC Moto jump back through the valley. Another load of spectators will be there. Out of this left, we have the 30-meter Monster Energy triple jump here. And then we continue onto the flat over the single. There'll be a hard on the brakes braking zone for this tight right. A lot of different ruts, and as you can see, as they hit that first wave, the lines really do start to get chewed up. We tighten up again through the next left, and then we head to the city double jump. This one on a slight turn, but you can already see how deep the lines are through the next left and over that single. A new addition here over a double single. This wasn't here last year. This will be the final turn over the pyramid and then into the Monster Energy finish line jump here. And as we come into land, we have now a single and not a double into this next right-hander, but there is a new camber. As we go right, we head back down the start straight in the opposite direction, and then we turn left. This is the straight where we have pit lane. Go past the pit lane and all the mechanics through this quick right, left. And as we exit here, you can see slightly higher on the right than it is through the left. The waves go downhill towards the bitchy jump. This used to be a pyramid, but it's now a double. And then a single. The old track used to continue maybe 40 meters or so towards the back of the grandstand before looping back. But as you can see, it's a little bit tighter, shorter run towards the Monster Energy jump. This is back at turn 1, and we start another lap from here.
Ruben is definitely the good surprise of this year. He's a really cool person, you know. He's really, let's say, on the Spanish mood, I have to say. He's really calm, having fun all the time, and it's a pleasure to work with him, definitely. We started the season with podiums and red plates, so it was definitely great.
Fernandez, his first career pole in MX2 at Natalie Basin.
It was a really good feeling, be the first one to line up on the gate, doing the pole position after being the fastest guy on track on the practice. A boost of confidence for the moto. The red plate was a surprise to me. I was feeling good after my first podium on Russia. And then I just arrived on England with so much confidence. I just made it happen somehow.
It was crazy, that red plate. I never thought about it. Definitely, it was a really, really big surprise. We were hoping that he could do podiums, but definitely we didn't expect them from the first round straight away, and then the red plate. This winter, I could see that Ruben was really fast. Joel is younger, he's only 17, hard worker, really, really motivated. It's a big jump. He was still in 125 beginning of last year.
This is my first season in MX2. The biggest surprise is definitely just the speed. We're the best in the world. It's margins, every corner it's 0.1. The biggest lesson for me this year has definitely just been how committed every single rider is. Every lap, every corner, everywhere on the track, it's 100%. There's no rest.
I started making mistakes because I wanted to keep doing those results on top 3, making podiums and stuff. But you know, sometimes you gotta cool down and take a 4th place or a 5th place, which is good as well.
First points in Sardinia, I was quite happy with it. I set a pace, came through the pack, and yeah, got my first point.
The goal will be to try to get some podium before finishing the season. We'll see if I can do it and end up the season on a better way.
For him, it's just a learning year. We don't ask him to do something. We just want him to grow up in this world of World Championship. The result will come later.
For the last 6 GPs of the season, I really want points. The team give me everything. They give 100%. I want to give something back.
From the moment I came into the paddock till now, it's just crazy how many fans come around and say hello, get some pictures and all of that. That will sure give an extra of motivation to push a little bit myself on the track tomorrow. So I'm super happy to be riding here, and hopefully I can do a good race for all the fans.
Five-second borders turn. We're getting ready to go racing here in Spain. Gate drops. Who is it's going to grab that foxhole shot for the first time this weekend? And it's the 28 of Tom Vial for the 12th time. Renault quickly into second position. Beaton capitalising there on Gifting's error. Oh, Jago Geerts has been down from 4th place. So Geerts out of 4th. Langenfelder in 6th. And Rennie Hoffer's Red Bull KTM just behind. Is he going to be able to pull off a move? Yes, he can. They're going to go bar to bar, but Langenfelder eventually yields. But then he doesn't get over the triple. And Langenfelder bounces right back and closes down the door on the Austrian. And then a mistake from Langenfelder. Hoffer back in charge again in 6th place. Fernandez all over the back of Langenfelder. Got pushed back a few positions mid-race. But here he is once again going after points and positions, and around the outside of Langenfelder finds himself in 8th place, and the fans on their feet, they love that. Fernandez lighting up the Into Xanadu Arroyo Molinos here. Ruben Fernandez coming back for more as well, and the fans are absolutely ecstatic. Gifting gets terminated. One foul swoop, the Spaniard all of a sudden into 7th place. A great late charge this from the number 70. The sun is out, the temperatures are rising, the action on track so far has been nothing short of spectacular. The racetrack, 1,660 metres long, hard-packed slick and very rutty now as well. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in MX2 Race 2 at this Into Xanadu Arroyo Molinos circuit. Once again, Geerts in second, Guadagnini third. Renault ran the outside of the Italian to move into third. A change of lead. Jago Geerts leads on the opening lap. He's just found his way past Vial. Oh, Guadagnini throws it away. That's in the dip, just after the FC Moto step down. And Renault alongside Tom Vial. And for the first time, Maxime Renault, the championship leader, heads the defending champion. And he's all over the back of him, isn't he? He's good through here as well. And he used this line to pass Vial and is alongside his teammate to take over the lead. And on lap 13, Renault is your new leader. And that will be the Grand Prix victory as it stands at the moment. Here's Ruben Fernandez, currently in 5th place now. Found his way past Hoffer and De Wolf. Good to see the Honda 114 rider putting on this display in front of the home fans. Throw a blanket over these three at the moment. 2 minutes plus 2 to go. Still undecided. Gets to the inside here and he goes down. He's in third, but out of the fight for the win. Renault will win the race. And he wins the Spanish Grand Prix.
In that first moto, I took a good start, but Tom was fast and I couldn't really find any place to pass, you know, so I just sat there and satisfied myself. In second moto, I could find one good line just before the race. I passed both Tom and Jago on this one, so I'm really happy.
For the 4th time this year, Maxime Renault on the top step of the podium. He does it in Spain with a 2nd and a 1st, edging out Tom Vial and Jed Beaton. Overall in the championship, Maxime Renault now 108 points clear of his closest rival, Jago Geerts.
I felt great with the team. Actually, for me, it was not such a big change as I stay on the same brand. So I knew what to expect on the bike and actually feel right at home. I think I learn every single race, to be honest, and it can really humble you. Sometimes you feel like you're on top of your shape and then the next one you're down and you have to start everything from zero.
This year I have a new team here with Hochstädtler Yamaha Racing, and I would say we are settling good together. Earlier of the season I was a bit too hectic and too stressed. Still I am, because it's a little bit of my nature, but I'm working on it and it's getting better. It's more about that mental kind of thing. This is my biggest enemy at the moment.
Mixing Swiss Championship and World Championship was good for me, doing a lot of race. It's the plan to finish the full MXGP season. Let's do some good results.
My return after the concussion was quite okay, I would say. I think I was 12 and 13. So far I never really felt like myself fully back in shape. Every week I work to get back to my full shape, and we have a couple more chances till the end of the season.
The nation was not new for me. It was the 10th time that I was selected. It was great to took the whole shot. It's the second time in nation that I took a whole shot. Riding in front was great, and finishing P2 was great to do again a really good result in let's say, World Championship races.
The nation experience was cool. I had a whole shot and finished 4th in the first moto, which was, I think, my best result this year. 8th for Switzerland was pretty good, and yeah, it's always cool to ride for your country.
I was on destinations on the 450 and I enjoyed a lot. I like that 450. I spend a lot of time in the winter prepare on that bike, and I like it.
I solved all my health problems that I had the last few years. I rebuild myself. Like this winter I can train really hard and be back where I have to be.
What happened in 2020, I had injuries, so I learned to think twice a little bit more and be a bit more smart and less hectic.
I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or even if it's like it is now, I expect more out of myself. So, like I said, I try to work in the training and also on the bike what we can improve, but I definitely expect more out of myself. So it's cool that we have a couple more rounds, and I'll give my best.
As a Privateur team, I think we can show that the setup we have is going on a good way. My goal is to achieve some good result, to show my potential. The goal will be to race between 10 and 15. That will be great.
+30 minutes, +2, race 1, about to get underway here in Spain. So Hurling's in 8th, going after his teammate now, Tony Cairoli. Cairoli makes a mistake. Hurling's quickly past the Italian and into 7th. Oh, lighting up the back end, face for the roost in the front of the Frenchman's helmet. Again, he works his magic to the inside, almost off. Looking for that outside line, up on the pegs as late as possible. This time he gets the drive. We do have a new leader. Romain Febvre leads on lap 9. Turlings! Oh, did he and Koldenhoff get hooked up around the outside? I think they did, because he was almost out the front and Koldenhoff went down. The number 84 gets down the inside of Siwa. chucks it in there, stays upon the pegs. How demonic was that? Hurlings up into fourth. Momentum! And Geiser throws himself down the track. And this could be a gift for Jeffrey Hurlings as well. Electric start, the back end got out on him. Drum, and there is Hurlings. So 13 seconds wiped out like that. And we are game on. Oh, and Geiser, another mistake, and Hurlings is through. Hurlings into third. Roman Febvre wins race 1. Fly Racing, 15-second board is up for the final time today. Febvre 26 after getting held up in turn 3, bottom of the first hill. Jonas looks across, sees Hurlings charging down the inside. Oh, almost coming together, the two KTMs. Oh, Hurlings almost involved in another finish line jump crash. Geiser takes over. Well, but actually, Hurlings takes over second. Oh, and he sides his way up the inside. He had a look last time around. This time around, there was no mistaking. Hurlings found a way through. He now leads. Once again, how much can Prado take of this? Says Geiser up the inside, controls the line beautifully, takes over second. Oh, tell you what, teammates at it again. Wow, here we go. Oh, and he has found his way past Siwa, Roman Febvre, towards the end of lap 15. All of a sudden, he's up to 7th place. Oh, sure they touched there as well. Front and back wheel. Cairoli did well to keep it up on 2 wheels. Jeffrey Hurlings, Red Bull KTM, wins race 2. He wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Tim Geiser will cross the line second. Jorge Prado will cross the line third, and that will be good enough for second overall for the Spaniard.
Yeah, it was crazy, you know. First moto, I had a good jump, but then I got outrun. But second moto, I didn't have a great jump either, but I was around 5th or 4th through the first turn. And then I just could click off riders, and halfway the race I managed to take over Corker for the lead. And another overall, so number 96. So the 100 is coming closer one day.
head straight to Italy for a first of a Pietro Murata triple header at the MXGP of Trentino. We hope to see you there. Adios.